Hey, Kim. Okay, good stuff. Thanks. All right, well, how did that go? You just took a few minutes and completed that little profile online?
That was pretty simple.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's good. And you know what, Kim? It's meant to be very simple.
That's good for me.
Okay. Fantastic. The beauty of what you just did, Kim, is that in a very short few minutes, we're able to tell you whether or not you even would have any interest in a sales career with Manulife at all. Never mind just your interest, but whether you have the aptitude for this business. You know, if you prefer to design websites and sit at home and do that, then that's fine. You can do that. But this will also tell you whether or not you might enjoy getting out and meeting people and having control of your time, and running your own business.
Well, I'm definitely interested in C.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm at right now.
Okay. Well, let me just take a couple of minutes and go through this with you. Okay. So as you can see, it's a personalized report that was generated based on the responses you put into the questionnaire. Basically, there's 3 parts to the report. The first part really is kind of a snapshot of your sales potential as if you were to come into business. And as you can see, it measures things that this company that does this, they have profiled tens of millions of people that have been successful in the insurance business, and they're comparing you to that group of successful people. Okay? So the most important things we talked about earlier to being successful in sales is that you like to meet people, you're motivated by challenges to earn more money, and things like you would go out and maybe not have too much of a problem meeting strangers. And on a very simple scale, from rating sort of that in the lower area where you don't enjoy doing those things, to over on this side here where you kind of get a buzz from doing these things, to whether or not you're sort of indifferent, right? And it's color coded, so you can see that it's nothing but green all the way down on the right side of the page. If those characteristics didn't exist in you, it would probably appear very red. It would be cautions would be on here. All the rankings would be over here on the left side of the page. What are your initial thoughts when you see that?
Looks positive.
Yeah.
Knowing myself fairly well, because I've lived with myself a long time, I think there's some things I don't know, right. but overall it feels like it's a pretty accurate score.
Does it? It feels accurate? So it's okay. Don't worry too much about the details, Kim, because what in the few short minutes that you spent answering the questionnaire, it was assessing based on your talent and how much effort you put into the things you do at work or in your social life and so on. And this particular opportunity at Manulife, it's kind of assessing all those things at once, and it's kind of come up with an overall rating of how well you might fit into this business. Really clear, okay? Because we just met each other. We haven't known each other for a long time, so I don't want to misguide you. This is only giving us an indication of whether or not you're really suited for a career in sales of Manulife. There is no profiling in the world that will predict with absolute success that you are going to make $1 million if you join $1 million US if you join Manulife. So we use this as just an initial screening tool, just to see whether or not we should even carry on and have another discussion. And I'm sure you still have some questions in your mind too. I mean, we've only started talking, so I'm sure you have questions as well. And when I look at such a positive report like that, I get very excited too, because I know there's something inside of you that there's a hunger there that's not being satisfied. And honestly, I interview a lot of people, and I would say that your profile here is one of the best I've seen in quite a while. And so on that basis, Kim, I'm wondering if we could schedule another time to meet. And I want to take you through the next step, because I want you to go away. I want you to think about what you see here, and I want you to sort of think about the questions that you still have, and let's get back together and talk about it. So would that be okay with you?
Yeah, I like it. I think what it does is it helps me, because naturally I'm scared. I mean, not scared, but I'm just apprehensive about, can I actually do this? But if this is saying that, it really helps me to say, maybe I could. Maybe I could get some of these great things you talked about.
Yeah. So can I use a quick analogy with you, Kim?
Sure.
If I was coaching a men's basketball team, okay, and I was putting together the team, and I knew there was an advantage here in Vietnam if my team was taller than the other team members from other then one of the first screening tools I might use is to say my team is all going to be at least 180 cm tall, okay, and I won't take anybody below that height. So just because you're 180 cm or taller doesn't mean you're going to be a great basketball player. But if you had that height and that was an advantage to you on your team, then you might consider because you enjoy basketball, you might consider joining my team. So similar to building the team, there would be other steps now. Determine whether you can shoot the ball, whether you've got endurance, whether you really have that desire even to play at this high level.